Hello, right. Today we're actually going to get into the story of my abusive relationship that occurred 3 years ago. I was 17, now I'm 20, and I just wanted to come out with the story. In Romans 16:18, it says, "For such people are not serving our Lord Jesus Christ, but their own appetites by smooth talk and flattery. They deceive the minds of naive people." And you know what? The naive person was me. I was very at a very vulnerable state because when he asked me out, my uncle, we just got a call to say you need to come quickly because he's about to die. He's about to pass away. And so the guy was that my ex was there for me during that situation. He was, "Are you okay?" and everything. And this is when we were friends. "Are you okay, beautiful? I'm here for you." And always check me like, "How's your uncle doing? How are you doing? How is your family doing? I'm praying for you." And oh my gosh, this guy is here for me, yada yada yada. So we've been friends for some months, and now we're getting closer. He had broke up with his girlfriend like a month before, and um let me go back to my like I said, my uncle was dying, and then he asked me one night. He texted me. He was like, "Would you like to be my girlfriend?" And I'm at a vulnerable state, and that's another thing. Do not get with a dude when you got a vulnerable state. Somebody died or something is occurring in your life that's really emotional, and then you make stupid decisions. You're acting on emotion. Do not do that. So what happens is he asks me, "I'm here for you. I'm gonna be that person that's there, that rock that you can call on or whatever." So I'm like, wow, he's really here for me. And I'm like, I had to find a replacement for my uncle because I knew he was gonna pass, and I needed somebody because losing people for me has been a weakness. My uncle, my grandfather, died when I was in fifth grade. It took me 6 years to get over that, and I went through like extreme depression and everything. So, death has not been the best. Is not has been my best things that happened in my life. It's not the best. So I'm trying to find a replacement, which you should never do. You should never find a replacement. You should never for a void that's in your life, because the only person that can heal you from that hurt is Jesus Christ. And I really want you to know that. Okay, so we start. I come back to school after my uncle died, and coming back, and we're seeing each other. We're hugging each other as the first time. No, um, we didn't hug. I didn't hug him because I was like extremely nervous. This is my first real boyfriend. I'm 17, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I have a boyfriend." I said hi to him and everything, but yeah, I did hug him. I did hug him in the beginning when I saw him, but when we said bye, I didn't hug him because I was like nervous. I was really nervous, but I was happy because when I like someone, I'm nervous to be around them and stuff. But anyway, so he texted me because I was in tennis or whatever. He was like, "Why don't you hug me?" Saying bye. And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was just nervous." And he was like, "Just don't do that again. Make sure you hug me next time." So I was like, "Okay, I'll hug you next time." Because, I'm just like, "Oh, okay, I'm new to the relationship thing. Maybe some things that I need to do or something." Because, I'm new. So I was like, okay. And going further down into it, he's like, "How are you doing? What are you doing?" And then I started noticing that as the days went on, I got more "what are you doing?" And instead of "how are you doing?" I got more "what are you doing?" Because he wanted to track where I was. For example, in class, first period, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm over here in the group projects." doing a group project, we're over here doing a group work, and okay, so then it's like, with who? And then if it's a guy, watch out for him. And after school, we had to see each other. And he's hugging me and saying, I really care for you. Giving me a kiss on the cheek. I was so hype about that because that was the first kiss I ever got. At 17. And then one time he gave me a kiss on the lips. That was like a few weeks after he gave me a kiss on the lips as boyfriend and girlfriend. And I was like really happy. Like when I walked out, I felt like the happiest person in the world because I was like, wow, my boyfriend really cares about me and he gave me a kiss on the lips. And it's like, wow. And so after that, I noticed that he would grab my arm like this. And it wasn't when like a guy would come around, he would grab my hand like this. It was never like holding hands like this. It was like grabbing my hand like this. And he would kind of pull me when I was with another dude. I mean, when he saw another dude like passing the hallway, he would grab me and he would push me forward and I'll be kind of dragged. And so more and more each day, what are you doing? What are you doing? How do you feel about me? What do you think about me? He also would say that he's not handsome. And then I would be like, no, you are. You're the sexiest man alive and everything. And, you know, I would try to encourage him daily. He's like, oh, thank you, and thank you, thank you. So one time, he just texted me out the blue. He was like, I have to tell you something. And I was like, what? Well, I deleted all the females in my phone. So I was just hoping that you can delete all the males out of your phone because we're in a relationship and you shouldn't be talking to other guys. But I was like, these are my friends. I mean, I've been cool with them for a minute. And he was like, well, the thing is if you love someone, you can talk to them. If you love someone, you should be able to do like the little things for them because I did it for you. And so I was like, well, I didn't really ask you to. I trust you. And he was like, no, that's not the situation. We should only be talking to each other and devoting our time to each other. So I was like, well, no, I'm not going to do that. Because it's like first month and a half of it. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And so one time, we were sitting on the steps, and he was like, let me see your phone. And I'm just thinking, he just wanted to see my phone because he just wanted to see my phone. So he's just messing with it and stuff, and we're just talking. I go to my phone, and I had like 3 contacts in my phone, which was my mama, my sister, and him. No, and my daddy. I had 4 contacts on my phone, and I think I had no, and I had like 2 female friends that he allowed me to have. So I'm over here tripping. I'm texting. I'm like, so why did you delete the dudes out of my phone? Because you're not being in a relationship like you're not devoting yourself to the relationship. So I put it upon myself to save this, to save what we have. And I was like, well, I'm about to get my numbers back because these are my friends. So he was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna start talking to females because you want to talk to females. I'm gonna start talking to females because you want to talk to males. So he was trying to get back at me, meaning when he said talk to females, it was like talk to females. When I'm talking about talking to males, these are homeboys. We play football. We play football together. We vibe. We just chill. We laugh. I mean, nothing serious. Been friends for a minute. Same as the girlfriends. They're equal. We're equal on the level. So I was like, oh, okay, no, I don't want that, because it was my, again, first boyfriend. I was like, I don't want to mess up what we have, and so I just left it alone. So my friends wondering why I'm not contacting them like that. I mean, I haven't got a text from you in a minute. I haven't got a call from you in a minute. People think I'm acting funny and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, it's not that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just busy or whatever. So I still have my godbrother in my phone. And my ex cannot stand him. And we went to his parents' house. Me and my ex, we went to his parents' house, and we were supposed to have our first date, and we were about to watch The Notebook, which is still my favorite movie. We're gonna watch The Notebook. And so his father was sweet. His father was cooking stuff for us, cooking pizzas. Sweetest man in the world. And so we were just sitting on the sofa talking, holding hands and stuff. Me and my ex. All of a sudden, my godbrother calls. You know, my godbrother is like, he is like my brother. People in school thought that me and him were real brother and sister because we chilled so much. I mean, I loved him like my brother. I saw him as my older brother. And I miss him too. But that's going to go further into it. So he calls. And he's like, oh, what you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm over my boyfriend's house. We're having pizza. We're about to watch a movie. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. Just hit me up later. And I say bye. And it was about a minute conversation. And all of a sudden, he jerked his hands from me. Because he knew it was my godbrother. He jerked his hand from me. We weren't holding hands anymore. He, what else did he do? He started texting on his phone. And then he got up and got on the phone during the whole movie. The whole movie, I'm tripping. Because his father's on the sofa, because he was our chaperone. His father was on the sofa. They're in the living room, and all of a sudden he has to get up and take a phone call, and the phone call lasts the whole movie. And then when I asked him about it, oh, that was my uncle. He had something important to say to me. But the whole time, took his hands from my hands. He wasn't attached to me. He ignored me. I just say, babe, hold hands. He ignored me. And when he got up, the pillow's on the couch. He got the pillow and threw it on my face. Like he didn't see me. Yeah. And another subtle sign of the abuse was when he was playing with his little nephew or whatever. The boy was like 3 years old. He was slamming him hard. Now, there's a difference between slightly slamming, because I know some older guys, when they play with a little boy, they're rough, but the boy's head was being slammed like really hard. That's just the beginning of everything, of deleting numbers from my phone. Constantly every day, what are you doing becomes more frequent because you're trying to control to see where you are. um, the insecurity is really there. That's what I really want you to look for is the insecurity in a man. When a man has this extreme insecurity, you need to run because that's an abuser. Because they have to have someone to validate them every day, and it's not fun at all. Validating somebody every day, it's not fun. I had to for the longest. I had to be like, yes, you're handsome. Yes, you're sexy. I don't want anybody but you. And you gotta constantly do this every day just so they to feel right. Then they still don't feel good about themselves. And it's a miserable relationship. Talk to you guys later. Um, part two will come later.